We have to start with a prayer. That's how you get things started. Thank you, Father, for being here, and thank you for blessing this union right here. And thank you for waking them up.
Yes.
After working so much hard last night.
Yes.
Darius?
Yes.
Mr. Darius.
What's going on?
You are sitting between the top 5 of my all-time favorite male vocalists.
Wow.
I'm
in good company.
You listen, brother, you better take notes. I'm gonna give you some names. You ready?
Let's go.
In no particular order.
Okay.
King Luther.
Woo.
All-time favorite vocalist.
Absolutely.
Phil Perry.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on now. Come on.
We were just talking about Phil.
Just talking about Phil.
Yeah.
Carl Anderson.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Howard Hewett.
All right.
All right. All right. I'm with you on that.
Glenn Jones.
Yep.
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 Let me tell you, he's at the top of the list. No additional love.
Oh man.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
What you know about that? What you know?
Gee, Vincent Henry on saxophone. Do you know Vincent Henry?
Oh yeah, of course.
know
Absolutely.
Are you taking notes from Vincent Henry?
I've been taking notes since I was a kid.
Wow. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Bad
did a
dude.
record. I did a record with Vincent. Vincent used to be in my band.
No way.
Yeah, man,
Oh, he's
that's
a
my
beast.
dude. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Vinny.
I haven't even touched on, the Godfathers of Soul. I haven't even touched on Bill Withers. I just mentioned the top 5. I haven't even
right.
mentioned
Who was
Frankie
the
Beverly.
Who was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first one you said? What was the first one you said? The top 5?
King
Also
Luther.
King Luther.
King Luther. Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, King Luther.
Yeah.
I haven't even mentioned Barry White.
Oh yeah.
No.
And now the new school we have like Gregory Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him, Gregory.
You
Yeah,
have
he's
Cam.
Kim.
Yep.
Yep. He's good. He's
Okay,
beast.
it's not about me, it's
he's
about
cool.
you guys. Welcome to South Africa.
Thank
Eric Darius, I just thought I should let me just, warm you up and welcome you here.
Thank you.
Do you have a street named after you?
No, not that I know of.
Glenn, do you have a street named after you?
Not yet.
Howard Hewett, do you have a street named after you?
Howard Hewett Jr. Way. in
Come
Akron,
on,
Ohio.
somebody.
Okay,
Come
all
on.
right.
What was real cool about it is that I wanted them to keep the original name of the street, but put my sign up under it, because the original name of the street is Cadillac Boulevard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I grew up on that street. It was like I thought it was so cool to grow up on Cadillac Boulevard. And
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they-
That's cool.
When they dedicated renamed it and dedicated the
Wow,
the
what an
street to
honor,
me.
man.
It was very, very surreal, actually, and now it's like it's up there now, and it's got one of those kind of street signs that's got my picture on it,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh
That's awesome.
and
Lord.
they have it right in front of my house. It's right in front of the
I need to
crib
go.
where grew
I
up
need to
at.
go there.
You see, now we have a reason to visit because all we want to do is selfies with the street pole.
And I told him,
For sure.
I said, because we started talking about it like about a year before COVID hit, and then when COVID hit, everything went by the wayside. But I told him then, I said, look, we're going to do this. Let's do it. I said, because I want to do it when I can get in the car and drive down my street, Howard Hewett Boulevard. And I'm not talking about driving down it in a hearse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want to see it. So it's up there.
Yeah.
Praise the
Give
Lord.
him his
It's
flowers.
Yes.
Exactly.
Congratulations,
While he yet
man.
lives.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And that shows staying power, isn't it?
That and it shows like it's really cool because it's your hometown. A lot of people can be
Yeah.
real critical in your hometown. 'cause
Yeah.
you grow
That's
up with
facts.
those people.
Like they say, a prophet is never popular in his own village,
Exactly.
isn't it?
Right.
That's the truth.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about songs, Eric, you blow. Have you ever used lyrics to woo a girl?
No.
What?
I mean, I write some lyrics, but not to woo a girl. To woo a girl, I'm going to use my instrument. That's my saxophone.
Really? In the middle of a street somewhere?
In the middle of a street somewhere. I actually wrote lyrics to woo a girl when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And it didn't go as planned.
Oh,
So I was like, you know what? Let me pick up my horn and see what happens. And it worked. So I've stuck with that ever since.
I've used at last Glenn Jones.
Yeah.
I finally found a girl that was just meant for me.
That's right.
Always been my favorite song, man. Thank you for that song.
Hey, man, I love that song when I was on Jive Records. The first single that I released was "We've Only Just Begun,"
Yes,
which became a big hit. And then the second single, I begged for them to release "At Last." The record label, which they make mistakes all the time, told me it's just a groove. I'm like, well, that's what music is, right? It's a groove. And they finally apologized to my collaborator, this guy Timmy Allen. He co-wrote the song. And I was gone from the label at the time.
Okay.
And they apologized and said that they made a huge mistake. They really wish they would have released that song as a single, but it was hot in New York, Atlanta, Houston. They were killing it, man. And that's one of my better songs in my show. I always look forward to playing that song.
Man, it's amazing the way record companies have hindsight. Hindsight's 20/20.
Yep.
Anyway, my daughter can figure that out after it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's real quick. Oh, we apologize after the record's done. It's over with. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever used a song other than yours as a vow or as a hey, girl, look at me?
As a vow? Well, truthfully, when I got married, I used, I didn't sing it, I had my nieces sing it, but I used When I'm With You by Tony Terry.
What?
Yeah, that's my song, my wife's song. That's our
Why didn't you
wedding
sing
song.
it?
I sang at my wedding.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah, I sang at my wedding. I wanted Kenny Lattimore to do the song that he
For you.
Oh, yeah.
When you wrote it.
Very
Love that song, and Angie, my ex-wife, she loved that song too. And I had it all together with Kenny to come out of a situation and sing it, and then I would start singing it, and then he was gonna come out of it, but then he had a gig, and so then I sang a song that I wrote right off the cuff. I wrote this song, and I sang it when she walked down the aisle.
I sung Donny Hathaway, "You Were Meant for Me."
Yeah. Oh, you're at your wedding?
At my wedding.
How do you remember that? That was 40 years ago.
You know what, man? Hey, the same way you remember all them songs when you was singing with Shalimar back in the 60s.
The 60s.
Yeah, that's how I
Taking it
remember
way
it.
back.
60s. Ooh.
Make that
Lord.
move.
I was like 5 years old. That was crazy. That was all right.
That's funny. But I actually did write a song, though, for my wife for our first dance. We got married about 4 years ago.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm part of the club.
You are part of the elders.
part of the club.
You
And
better
it's called,
sip from this cup.
it's a song that I wrote called LOVE.
Okay.
And it stands for Living Our Vows Every Day.
Wow.
So
Wait. We gotta steal that.
Yeah, living our vows
every day. That's what LOVE stands for.
That's clever.
It's on my
Yeah.
latest album. So
Is it out?
It is. It's on my latest album, Breaking Through, 2018.
Wow, Eric, well done,
So,
man.
thank you.
How does it
Following
feel?
these footsteps here.
How does it feel, though, being a young man, obviously influenced by such greatness? You're surrounded by music and you're surrounded by love.
Completely.
And now you're sharing stages, you're sharing even, hotel corridors, so to speak, and even conversations. Is it something that has been, what's the word, you prayed for? Is it something that has been forthcoming? Did you see it happen now that you're here?
You know what? It's funny. I get asked that question quite a bit.
Oh, good.
And I have to say yes. I did pray for it. I was prophesied before I was even born.
Yeah.
Pastor told my mom, I don't know what instrument your son's going to play, but he's going to be blessed with a musical gift, and he's going to touch the world with this gift. So I was 10 years old when I picked up a saxophone, and then my parents realized that was it. That was my calling. So when I picked up that saxophone, there was just a connection that I had with that instrument. I was one with that instrument from the very beginning. And I've always sang through my instrument. It's like my voice. It's how I, communicate. From the beginning, I was actually 11 years old in Switzerland at the Montreux Jazz Festival, performing in front of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And none of these people spoke English, but just seeing how they responded to the music, seeing them clap, sing, dance, there was just this connection with the audience that I had that I was like, you know what? I want this for the rest of my life. So I was watching Glenn and Howard and, some of my heroes, Michael Jackson and Prince. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I envision that. And I envisioned it from the beginning. And I said, one day I'm going to get on the stage, share the stage with these guys here.
Yeah.
And here we are in South Africa. I'm living the dream. So it's a blessing.
Powerful.
I prayed
That's
for it, and here we are.
But the great thing about that is a lot of people, it takes a lot of time for them to find themselves, find their place in their niche. But like, Edward was speaking, I found my niche early.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted to be.
Sure.
I knew what I was going to be when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old.
Same,
and I think all three of us can say the same thing.
Yeah.
And we are blessed because of that. We didn't have to waste time, trying to, find our place in the world. It was already predestined.
Exactly.
And that's a
Scripture
gift.
says, I knew you in the womb, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he knew what we were going to be, and it came forth. And I'm living my life and being grateful for the opportunity that he's given me to do my passion and do what I love to do.
Talking about that, Howard, you come from a group, and we knew you from a group, Shalama, and you breaking away. And that's a question I never asked anyone who was part of a group before, and I hope it's not a question that has been asked to you maybe many a times. It might, I think, isn't it testing? Isn't it difficult to redefine yourself away from the group and say, I know I am an individual. I know I'm Howard Hewett, but oh my goodness.
But I don't know. I mean, and I hear that a lot at times where, it was difficult for somebody. I talked to a good friend of mine, Eddie Levert, who has been,
part of Levert.
Yeah, part of OJs and stuff. And him and trying to break away from that whole thing. He and I talk about it all the time, how difficult it is for him to establish himself, which to me is like kind of crazy because, like, I mean, Eddie,
you are
He is the OJ.
he is. But then Walter came in.
Yes, he did a solo.
And Walter came in with "Darling, Baby." Yeah. And so he established himself as well. But that OJ entity was is so strong that he's
still.
But I don't know, man. Either I was too naive to even think about it at the time. It was just like a natural step to me. As far as Jeffrey and Jody had already split. They had already left, and so like. I wanted to do my solo career at that time, but, the record company had their rocket scientists and everything, and they're talking about what needed to be done and what didn't need to be done, whatever. And so I just ended up just riding the contract out. I had 2.5 more years left on the contract, so I ended up just riding the contract out. And then, I was so happy just, to start my career, and I went straight from Solar to Elektra, because Elektra was the distribution company of Solar, and they had first rights of refusal on everything that would come on for Solar, and that was the last place I really wanted to be, because they were cold as ice at that time. They had the Eagles.
Wow,
that was it. Yeah. The Eagles.
What are they going to do?
Legendary. Yeah, what are they going to do for me? But so I told my attorney, I said, well, they have first rights of refusal. Let's make this deal so ridiculous, crazy, then they'll pass on it. Then I can go wherever else I want to go. But they didn't pass on it. So they said, I went to Bob Krasnow. We took the deal to Bob Krasnow, who was head of Elektra at the time, and his next sentence was, "Okay, what else you want?" And I'm like, so it was like, I mean, that contract was sweet, but. We still had a little problem that the R&B department there at Elektra did a hell of a job, great job.
Let me tell you what really made, because we are on the southern tip of the world. Howard Hewett comes out, right? It's like, who is Howard Hewett? No, Shalama. Oh, and like, okay, the first song we played from your solo project was your collaboration with Anita Baker.
Oh,
when we're like, what? He means business. If this is what he means by going solo and he goes for the songstress, this man means business. So that kind of...
It was amazing. I mean, amazing working with Anita because she's a different kind of lady.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, the main thing, that whole collaboration, Barry Eastman produced it. He was a great producer. Yeah.
Sure.
But the main thing with she and I, because the company, she was on Elektra at that time. She came after I came on. And but the main thing with the two of us was that, okay, it's all about the song. Okay, we're it's a great collaboration, the two of us.
Yeah.
But the main thing is going to be the song.
Yeah.
You know, what the song, the content of the song, and so that's what I really appreciated that with her and Barry.
What's up? I'm Howard Hewett.
Hi, I'm Glenn Jones.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Eric Darius, and you're listening to My Top 10 at 10.
Kaya 959.
All right, we're right back. And we had a beautiful night of music. That is last night, GOG. In Gatin, in Soweto. Last night, and on stage, the gentlemen that are with me and Alex O'Neill. And I know now the roads are leading to KZN, aren't they?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Glenn, what's with you and KZN, bruh?
Hey, man, I have to go where they love me. If they want me, I will go.
Are you sure it's not the meat? Are you sure it's not the meat?
Well, yeah, I've been talking about chicken licking ever since I've been here. So I'm sure they have one down there somewhere.
Yeah. No, definitely is there. Definitely is there. And then, Eric, what has caught your attention now? Food-wise, culture-wise, that makes you kind of say, I must come back here.
Well, my wife is from Zimbabwe.
There you go.
So
hello, brother.
Yeah, so I almost feel
How
like
many
I'm
cows,
home.
bruh? How many cows?
So I love the culture, I love the food, love the people. This is actually my first time in South Africa, and I am loving it.
Have you been to Zim, though?
No, not yet. Not yet.
What's wrong with her? We must call her.
We just haven't had
You
time
don't
in
get
our
married
schedule.
and then the brother-in-law doesn't come there to,
It's coming. It's coming soon.
Yeah?
But I do love some Nando's. So
Is it?
that I had to have some Nando's peri peri, which I had last night. So I'm already a happy man. Loving it already.
Well, we got that in the States now.
Well, yeah,
I didn't
but-
realize that.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
We have
that-
Nando's in the States.
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
In a
Yeah,
few
but you gotta
places.
find it,
Yeah.
though, just a few places.
Chicago,
DC.
DC. Yeah, those are the ones I know.
That's
about.
it.
Yeah.
Lovely. Howard? What are you taking back with you, man?
Well, no, I mean, I like Glenn. You go where the well, you say where the people love you, but also where the dollars make sense as well.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Right.
That's just business. But I mean, I've been South Africa before. We were in Durban. I was in Durban with Tulani.
Yes.
Right before it was 2019, the Christmas, right before Christmas 2019, and I just love the love that people have here. I mean, it's not like Carla's name here is what Say Amen is back in the States.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's to see the reaction, to see when they break into Crystal Clear or this love's forever,
Yes.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Just the appreciation of the music. Is
Can we
like
try again?
Can we try again?
Big
Oh,
song.
Man, was that big here?
What?
Yeah.
Huge.
Man, I mean, I've never sung that song live. Never.
Wow.
Never.
You
Because
must.
it wasn't a single back in the States.
True. And the same thing, James Ingram, may God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the country, and we're talking off air, and he says, always the album was not big in the States. It was his biggest album here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so part of his set didn't include any songs from Always. And we're like, whoa.
Yeah.
James, you need to redo something.
Yep.
Even if it's a cappella, you gotta touch one or two songs.
Yeah.
Right.
From that, because it's one of those that's the thing about South Africa. Is nuanced in that what you think doesn't make it makes it here.
Makes it.
Right.
I mean, the It's Time album. The It's Time
What?
album is like
your
huge
biggest.
here.
It's the
you
biggest
know?
album,
and
yeah.
it had taken so long to get here because that album's back in. I forget what year that was. I did that album, but
If I'm not mistaken, 91, 92, and it dropped here
no,
93.
It was after 92 because
Yes, yeah,
the
93.
last album I did with Elektra, Allegiance album,
Yeah.
was in 92. So it was about 94.
Yeah,
93,
yeah.
94.
It dropped here 94. Yeah, you're right.
But huge here.
Very
you
big.
know,
But
so,
that happens a lot though
mhm,
in many countries. You know, like even in the UK.
mhm.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
songs that I never released as singles, and people tend to think of me as a balladeer, which I have done, and had a lot of success doing ballads. But when I go to the UK, they want all the up-tempo records.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
Yes.
Right.
the album that Leon Silvers produced on me in '84, same album with Show Me. Those are the songs that they want to hear. In the States, they're not really familiar with it.
Right.
But isn't that a great problem to have?
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
problem.
That's a
to
beautiful
have.
problem to have.
Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna have a problem, let that be one of my
Right.
problems.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
Which then says maybe before going to a country, you need to send somebody to go check out what's really hot there so that you can know what to prepare.
Or check it out, or
Absolutely.
check it out. There's stream. You can go on to even Spotify now and find out what songs are popular
Yes.
in
Different
what
areas.
regions
Yeah,
and the whole
yeah.
thing. You can do the. You just need somebody to go do the research, or you go get on there and do the research yourself.
First time Joe Thomas came to the country, he performs, and I was his MC. And there's a song he played right in the middle of the set, and he realized people were not singing along anymore. And right there and there, he stopped. He says, "Why are you not singing along?" I said, "You don't know the song." He said, "Okay, what's the point?" And then he moved to the next track.
Yeah.
And I said, "That's exactly what I mean by respecting your audience right there, because you want to
Absolutely.
give them
What they want.
and who you are."
Yeah.
Well, I have Talani for that. You
Great.
know. I mean, he was the one that insisted at the last minute, put
do
pressure on me.
Yeah.
But he was the one that insisted that I do all I need to know,
Oh yeah.
and I'm all for you.
Yes.
You know, that was never; those songs were never singles in the States. They never really played in the United States. And over here, they love
You
it.
should see what happens when I play All For You.
Yeah, I've watched TikTok and
Yeah.
IG before, so I know what's going on with that. Yeah.
It's big. Eric, let's
Yes.
introduce people to your saxophone, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
For those who don't listen to Touch Your Soul, okay. Here is Eric Darius. Wait until you hear him play Love TKO.
Yeah.
I love the saxophone's an amazing instrument.
man.
You know, amazing. It's sexy instrument,
Very
but it's almost like a muted horn.
Yes,
like
yes.
a muted
Trumpet,
You know,
yeah.
trumpet
Yeah.
is sexy. Ain't
Yes.
it?
It is.
It's
It
like,
is.
You know.
But one thing I will say, the saxophone is the closest instrument to the voice. It's almost as soulful and expressive
Because it
as the
growl.
voice.
It can do the growl. It
And
can
that's
do
why I
the-
chose the saxophone, because it's like a voice.
In fact, it was Luther Vandross who said that the reason he chose Kerkwalam is because Kerkwalam doesn't just blow, he makes the saxophone sing.
Sing.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Couldn't agree
And
more.
that's powerful.
Luther.
Luther. King Luther.
That was my boy, man. We used to do a lot of jingles and background sessions and stuff together back in the day, man. That cat.
Howard, you've been around, bro.
Man, hey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For a long, long time.
In the beginning,
In the beginning.
there was Howard.
Howard. Like
And it was good.
Like Jeffrey Daniel always said, and I don't agree with this because I think it's like crazy. But he says, your name is God. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I'm like, boy, I said, boy, do not say that around.
Blasphemy. Yeah.
Waiting for a lightning bolt to come down or something.
Kaya 959. This is Kaya Music.
Mother, oh man.
Oh
Hey,
man.
but you know what?
I'll take it.
Like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. You know.
Let me tell you, there's no stopping Howard.
He's got all the generations.
Every generation now. You know,
Isn't that a blessing, though?
It's
That's
a blessing.
amazing.
It should
It's
be
a
that
blessing.
way.
It should be. And that's why, you know, when I hear people say, I don't like to sign autographs. I don't like to, bother. I'm like, if you had to sign those autographs, you wouldn't be. It's not like, like an athlete. Athlete lives to be hated.
Right.
A lot of times. And sometimes an athlete's whole situation is like, like I used to go to the stadium to boo the quarterback for the Raiders when they were in L.A. because he was terrible, But as an artist, your whole thing,
Your currency.
It's like your fans, your friends, the people that have supported the music forever and ever and
They're
ever.
the lifeblood.
It's like that's important, man, and that's I tell some of my peers that go through that whole thing. I don't like to be mad. Hey, there's gonna come a time ain't nobody gonna want your autograph.
You still releasing music, Howard?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a tune that's out now. I released it right before Christmas, but I pulled it back because of the Christmas, all the inundated with Christmas music. But we released it a couple weeks or so ago. It's called "To Thee I Pray," and it's actually a song that I wrote. And it's on the Allegiance album. I wrote it like over 30 years ago.
Wow.
Oh.
And these cats, these two young cats from out of Houston, their writing team production team is called Wave 3 Pop. They were like 19 and 21 years old. Man, I had to pull them back on some stuff. We did a couple things. I said, I don't say boo, and I don't refer to anybody as shorty. So, but they did a little flip on "To Thee I Pray," and then I redid the vocal on it. And unfortunately, and I say unfortunately, the lyrics still ring true today because it's a call for people to really watch and look at how we treat each other. Because that's what this whole thing is about. We don't live in this world by ourselves, right? So we have to learn, put down your gun and take your brother's hand after all the pain. I know no other way. To Thee I pray. So it's doing really well, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I haven't started incorporating it into the show yet, but
full album.
It's a full album, but I'm gonna put out singles, man.
That's fine. We'll wait. We'll wait. Is
the
way to do it.
And then I'm gonna put out like a couple. My son and I did a couple things on there. My son's an amazing musician, and vocalist too, and like we have fun when we get together, But it's a full album that's ready to go. But I'm gonna just put about 2 or 3 more.
We are
singles
patient
out.
enough to wait.
Yeah.
This coming Friday, Eric, you're dropping something?
Yes, I am. This is album number 8. So this is album
this
number
man
8.
works. You must check his discography.
I dropped the first album when I was 16. So been in the game for a little minute. But this is album number 8. The new single is called "That's My Jam."
Oh yeah.
And I wrote it for a friend of mine, one of my best friends. He passed away about 1.5 years ago.
Oh no.
And he just loved life, lived it to the fullest. He taught me how to live life to the fullest.
Yeah.
And one of his greatest pastimes was just dancing, having a good time. So every time he heard one of his favorite songs, he'd be like, "That's my jam!" And then he'd hit the dance floor, and it was on. So when I wrote this song, I'm paying homage to my good friend Willie Payne. It's called "That's My Jam." It's a party song. It's a feel-good song.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something that we all need. We all need to just
definitely need it.
put everything away and just enjoy life and kick back. So that's what this song represents. Coming out March 25th, this Friday.
This Friday.
Latest
All
single.
the best for you. All the best to you for that, man. And keep churning out the music, man.
I won't stop. I'm going to keep on going.
Yeah. And you better come back.
I'll be back. Absolutely.
There's more Nando's for you here.
You said Nando's? I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Glenn?
Yes, sir.
Come on. You have to give us 2 more albums. You still have it, man.
Oh, man. Like I said, the album is done, and I have released 3 singles from the album. The last single I released was a song called "Trust in Me," which was at the beginning of the pandemic. You know, and that's what inspired me. You know, it's an inspirational song. It's a duet with my wife, Zenobia Jeter Jones.
Oh, hello. Why is she no longer releasing music, Glenn? Is it you?
Well, no, it's not me.
Yeah, right. Locked it down. You locked it down.
Yeah, no, I would never do that because she has inspired me, you know, over the years. But it's an incredible song. Trust in me. You got to check it out.
From here, and that's the thing about Glenn, that how you write contemporarily, it's amazing until you really pay attention to the lyrics. On Here I Am, it's all right. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
it's a very inspirational song that if you listen to it,
gonna be all right.
You're gonna be all right. But your heart must be in a good place, because especially if you're driving and you're listening to that song, because soon it will be cloudy. And then there is By Your Side.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, see, I look at a song like A Beautiful Woman. You know, when you see a beautiful woman, she's fine, she's sitting up there, Howard. Everything's cool, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Then you go up and start talking to her. If she starts talking about duh-ee, then like, you know, then you enjoy the scenery until another woman comes into the situation. That's just like a song. The thing that really gets you, that brings you in, pulls you in, is the music.
Right.
Yeah,
you know, the music,
absolutely.
the groove, the beat, or
the lyric.
But then if you go into that song and it's not talking about something you can relate to, then it's cool until the next song. But if it's talking about something that you can relate to, something that lyrically you can relate to it, man, that song will be on like the soundtrack of your life.
Absolutely.
It'll be a part of the soundtrack of your life. So, yeah.
Howard, Eric, Glenn, guys, God bless. Keep shining. Thank you for the music.
God bless you. Thank you for having us.